Hello everyone, welcome back to the map of mathematics. In this video we are going to solve this nice algebra problem, and here we have m plus m times of n plus n is equals to 76, and we will solve this problem for the values of m plus n. So here you remember one thing is that the m and n are positive integers. Okay, we can solve this problem for only the positive integral or positive integer values of m and n. So the very first thing we are going to do is, here first I can rewrite this given equation as, so here our given equation is m plus m times of n plus n is equals to 76. And here you focus on the first two terms, and you see that we have the common term is m, so that we can take common m here, and you get 1 plus n, and here you have plus n is equals to 76. And now in the next step, in order to make the common factor, which is 1 plus n, we can have only n. So in order to, or we need here 1, so that I can add 1 on both of the sides in order to make the factor 1 plus n. So that here you have m times of 1 plus n plus n plus 1 is equals to 76 plus 1. Here I can just add this one on both of the sides, so that in the next step I can just take here this factor common on both of the terms, so that I can take common n plus 1, and you get m plus 1 is equals to 76 plus 1 is equals to 77. So that you can focus in the left hand side, and you see that we have two factors, which is n plus 1 and m plus 1. So here we need two factors in the right hand side, so that in the right hand side you see that we have 77. And you remember one thing is that we can write here m and n are positive integers. So if it is positive integers, then it means that this n should must be greater or equals to 2, because it is n plus 1, and when you can put any integer here, you get the value of n is greater or equals to 2. Similarly, this m is also greater or equals to 2 for positive integer values of m. So that here we need any two factors in the right hand side which is satisfied this equation, and which is satisfies this condition is that both of the factors are greater than or equals to 2. So here first I can check that the factors which gives us 77 is that the first factor is we have 1 times of 77 is equals to 77, and 77 times of 1 is equals to 77, as well as we have the factor is 11 times of 7 is 77, and 7 times of 11 is also 77. So here we have these four possibilities, so that if you can focus on the first two possibilities, and here you see that we need n and m, these two values are always greater or equal to 1. So here you see that this is 1, it is not greater or equals to 2, and here this is not greater or equal to 2, so that we cannot use these two factors. And here you see that these both integers are greater than or equals to 2, so that we can use these two cases here. So that I can write these two cases, and first case is the first case I can write is if you have n plus 1 times of m plus 1 is equals to, I can put 77 by 11 times of 7. This is the our case number 1. And similarly I can write the case number 2, and our case number 2 is that I can just place n plus 1 times of m plus 1 is equals to 7 times of 11. So that here we have these two cases. So now first I can find the value of m plus n from the case number 1. So that first I can implies that case number 1. So I can first deal case 1. So in this case 1 you have n plus 1 is equals to 11. You can get the values of n plus 1 is equals to 11 and m plus 1 is equals to 7. And now in this question our claim is that to find the value of m plus n. So here we need to find the value of m plus n, so that in the next step I can write this m plus n as m plus n is equals to m plus n. I can add plus 2 and subtract plus 2 here, and I can rearrange the terms, and we write this expression as m plus n plus 1 plus 1 minus 2, and I can make the factors which is m plus 1 plus n plus 1 minus 2. And now I can use the case number 1, which is the value of n plus 1 is 11 and m plus 1 is 7. So I can put here this is the value of 7 plus the value of n plus 1 is 11 minus 2, and here you got 11 plus 7 is 18 minus 2, and finally you get the value of m plus n is equals to 16. So this is the value of m plus n here. So here we get the value of m plus n from first case, and similarly we can proceed here the case number 2. So in case number 2 here you have a case number 2. So the case number 2 is n plus 1 into m plus 1 is equals to 7 times of 11. So I can write here the case number 2, which is n plus 1 times of m plus 1 is equals to 7 times of 11. So in this case you get the value of n plus 1 is 7 and the value of m plus 1 is 11. And because our claim is to find the value of m plus n, and I can repeat the above process again, and you write m plus n plus 2 and minus 2, and we will break this plus 2 and find the factors of 2 as m plus 1 into n plus 1 minus 2. And according to the second case you have the value of n plus 1 is 7 and m plus 1 is 11. So we will use both of these values here, and you get 11 plus 7 minus 2, and 11 plus 7 is 18 minus 2 will be equals to 16. So this is the value of m plus n in the second case, and in the both cases you get the same values of m plus n, and this is the our final answer. So thank you so much for watching this video. Please subscribe to my channel for more exciting videos.